Hey, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am joined here by my husband Kevin, and if you see a black dog over here, that is Magnum, and Stella, our chocolate lab, might pop in here sooner or later. But we are excited to share our DIY video of our backyard stock tank pool.
We'll take you from beginning to end. It's a fantastic, easy project. If you have everything all at one time, you can knock this out in an afternoon, maybe a day or two if you go to some of the lengths that we went to seal this thing up. But it's awesome. This far exceeded my expectations in terms of level of enjoyment. I found myself out here just about every day, and I don't think I spent more than a handful of days in the years prior in our backyard unless I was mowing and weed eating. So it was a lot of fun, and it does totally transform your backyard. So welcome aboard.
Like Kevin said, we kind of classed our tank up here by adding some wood. You'll see our process of how we cut the wood, sanded it, and got it to stick to the outside of the pool. I will have everything that I can link down below in the description box, and we hope you enjoy.
Be on the lookout for sharks. We have those in here too.
Here we go, day one. We are sourcing our stock tank. Well, we're going to go look at a stock tank, so. We're on our way to Thompson Station because we called everywhere in Nashville and surrounding areas, and we're even contemplating going to Bowling Green because we couldn't find any stock tanks that are close. So we are headed down to Tractor Supply in Thompson Station. So it's about 30 minutes from where we live. Here we go. Back to our snack right here. It's turmeric popcorn from Popcornopolis. Very good. Of course, we got a little Sand Pelly and a little Megadeth on Ozzy's Boneyard. I don't know how much you're going to hear of that because of copyright purposes.
He is right here. Did you see him?
No, I missed it. Tell him you drove by.
I know. Carrying a big cooler and wonder if he's going to the lake.
Here we are, just pulled into Tractor Supply. We're gonna go check out the stock tanks. As always, I always feel like we have a story or that we run into something. So we went to Tractor Supply down in Thompson Station, like we said, and they had this 6-foot tank, but it was the oval tank. It wasn't a round tank like she told me when I spoke with her yesterday. So just by chance, I called Columbia Farm Supply down in Columbia, Tennessee, and they had a 6-foot tank round by 2 feet for us. So we drove down here and we picked it up. They were very gracious and gave us a little bit of a deal on it. And you know us, we always love a good deal. So here's our pool. We're headed home with it. We're so excited. Here we go, day 2 of having the stock tank. We got it home and rinsed out this morning. Now we are headed to Lowe's. We're gonna start out at Lowe's at least, and get our pump and paint and everything that we need there. After running around all day to probably several different stores, we went to Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, some pool supply store. I called a bunch of different places. We were not able to find a pump, so we had to order a pump from Amazon, and I just ended up ordering the rest of the accessories. I just got fed up with it, and we finally decided what we wanted to do with the outside of the tank. And instead of painting it like you might see online, like a bunch of other people have done, we're actually going to get some wood and put it around the outside, because we're going for a little bit more of a natural look versus a painted look. But we can always, if we change our mind, we can always change it. And then if you see behind me, we're gonna put it in our side yard here. So we got some Paver Stones that we have kind of just laid out just for visualization. And we're gonna put it on the Paver Stones here to kind of protect the grass, but then also to make a level surface for the pool to sit on. So stay tuned for leveling out the Paver Stones and getting those set in place. Here we are, day 3. We thought we'd have the pool up and running by day 3, but that is not the case, and we have come to accept that. Now, Kevin's gonna add another layer of caulk to the places that he The places that he caulked last night, we didn't show you guys that, but he caulked like around the bottom of it, around the drain, this seam right here, and then also the seam in the middle of the tank. And so he's gonna do that, and then we're going to work on setting the paver stones.
Michael, stone!
Here we are, y'all, getting ready to work on the stock tank again. I don't even know what day it is anymore because we started working on it last weekend and now we're working on it this weekend. But I am going to be cleaning out the inside with just some warm water and some white vinegar. And then we're going to work on drilling the holes and installing the pump and probably moving it into place. We run into a slight problem, but when do we don't? Okay, here we are, day, we don't even know
7
anymore, because we tried to work on it yesterday and our drill wasn't strong enough, so we had to borrow our neighbor's drill. Girl Friday, check her out, she's a very handy woman. And so here we are, we have moved the stock tank to our pad that we have put in between our house and our carport. So we are going to once again attempt to drill the holes, get the pump installed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, start filling it up today. And then we have just come to the conclusion that we are going to have to work on the outside of the pool once we potentially have the pump and everything else done. If anything, this pool has taught us that things do not happen on our time.
Nope.
It is happening on
It's time.
its time, I guess. We've had to grow or get a lot of patience and just figure out different ways to do things that might not be the conventional way, or make 100 different trips to Home Depot. Like I was telling Kevin, I don't know when's the last time I've been to Home Depot that many times, except for maybe when I was like in high school and stuff. So here we go. Wish us luck drilling the holes today and then installing the pump. We did a little water test, and now finally time, I think, to fill it up. So we might have experienced our first leak
Oh, that caught it all on camera.
Well, we did experience our first leak, but we think we have it taken care of, so we'll see. Everything seems to be running for the moment. We have the pump running. We are just going to keep checking for leaks and checking the valves and make sure everything is working. Our water testing kit comes in a couple days, so we will have to check the water and make sure everything is up to par, but we just can't wait to start using it. And the next step is going to be just getting the outside done. Hello everybody, we are back at it. Sorry I didn't get you framed up, but it's perfectly framed for us to cut the wood here. We are, fingers crossed, hopefully finishing off the pool today with the wood on the outside. Kevin's gonna be cutting the wood. I'm gonna be sanding the wood a little bit. Ideally, I would have liked a hand sander instead of doing it by hand to kind of get the outside smooth, but here goes nothing. And like I said, let's hopefully get it finished. That hand sander last night, I completely ground it down so it was smooth on the side. So when Kevin and I went to Home Depot last night, we just decided to purchase a real hand sander, and that's what I'm going to be finishing the pieces of wood with today. And we also bought more wood to finish the rest of the pool because we were short with it. We also bought a couple extra pieces just to have on hand. I also wanted to show you guys the pool cover that we got for the pool. It was one of the first things we got because we wanted to keep it clean, obviously, on the top. It is an Intex brand. I'll have it linked below. We got the 8-foot cover. Our pool's only 6 feet, the 6 feet size, so it fits perfectly and it kind of drapes down on the side, which also helps protect the wood that we put around the outside. And then we bought a little faux rock, and Kevin cut out holes in it to fit over our pump, so it just kind of classes up the backyard here. I also wanted to show you guys the outside of the pool with the finished wood. I don't think we ever did, so it came out really nice. We really like it. We just, I think I said before, cut the wood to the 2 feet size that we needed and just glued it on with some liquid nails, like caulking that we found at Home Depot. And we also got a few friends inside the pool. Kevin requested that we get a shark thermometer. Let's see here. Then for our chlorine float, we got the rubber ducky with the sunglasses. And then I have had the unicorn floaty for one of my TV segments, and he goes in there, she goes in there as well, and it's got the tailgate beer just chilling in the pool.
And we got us a really fancy homemade pool skimmer. Found this in the one of the kitchen cabinet drawers.
We also got a water testing kit to test the chlorine and the pH balance. It works pretty well. It was fairly affordable on Amazon, and I'll also link that below. Thanks again for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video. We really do enjoy our pool. Like Kevin said, we've spent so much more time in the backyard here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.